Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
There's a new and different way to fund your business or side hustle without the hassles of a loan. HomeTap. HomeTap is an investor that gives you access to your home equity in cash in exchange for a share of your home's future value with no monthly payments or interest. How you use the money is totally up to you. HomeTap. Get more from home ownership. Get more from life. Subject to eligibility, terms and conditions apply. Visit HomeTap.com to apply in minutes. That's HomeTap.com. HomeTap.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Let's play B-Mix.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. B-Mix, don't be a loser.
Whoa!
B-Mix, you're a loser.
It is time to B-Mix, but it is Wednesday, so maybe we could whack him instead?
Whack it.
Let me see everybody do their Mr. Wacky then.
All right.
And Steve, I don't know if it's serendipity or if you did it on purpose, but I see you're wearing your whack shirt.
All right.
Yeah, totally planned out.
Without a Cause Wrestling, also known as Whack,
Yep.
on Wednesday.
That's right. It's pretty good. Just wearing my wax shirt on a Wednesday.
This guy's always wearing the right stuff.
I planned it out. I planned it out all week.
Totally. I totally believe you.
So now you got to get multiple wax shirts, and I can only wear those on Wednesdays. I'm really going to have a very limited wardrobe.
What do you mean going to?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
I mean, your wardrobe is black T-shirts.
Well, a couple of dark blue ones now, thanks to the Kraken.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Right? That'll be Thursday. Then we'll have his wax shirts on Wednesday.
All right, Max, you got to step it up. Send me some wax shirts.
Called out.
Well, it's Christmas. I can't afford all this stuff right now. I need some freebies.
That's a good point. Let's get to our contestant today. We've got Trevor in Freeland. Trevor, are you there?
Good morning, gentlemen and scholars.
Good morning.
Morning, Trevor.
All right, Steve, get out of here.
Let's go.
For those playing at home, Trevor will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Trevor, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yeah, I guess.
Which of TV's Golden Girls played the title character in Stop or My Mom Will Shoot?
Pass.
In what year did Kirk Douglas pass away?
2010.
No.
9.
No.
7.
No. How many feet tall is a regulation soccer goal?
11 feet.
No.
9 feet.
No.
7 feet.
No. The feet of the Pez dispenser were not added until what late 70s year?
72.
No.
78.
Yes.
Nice.
Dick Butkus played 9 seasons for which NFL team?
The Bears.
Yes. Yep. What is usually added to tin to make solder?
Oh, man. Pass.
Jack Kirby and which other person created the Fantastic Four?
Stan Lee.
Yes. Good job. A sea stallion is a male name for which unique fish?
Seahorse.
Yes. What was the second major television series starring Andy Griffith?
The Andy Griffith Show?
No. 1, 2, 3, 4 correct. Ooh. Little rough on that one there.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, did they ever have an alternate name for that show? I think it was always the Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah.
I was thinking Mayberry RFD, but that was a different show.
That was absolutely a different show.
Yeah. So, you know what? I think you're correct, sir.
Oh, well, I hope so.
Yeah, well, they've got it on TV Land. So I've been sort of watching some of the old...
You've been watching that?
Dude, it's a history lesson.
Old. Yeah, that is really old.
I know. But you know, man, I love to go back and see what life was like because I grew up with it. I mean, kind of as a little kid. Of course, I think I was that might have been in the 50s. I forget when that came out.
I just remember watching it late at night.
So dated, dude.
Or not
You
late.
gonna go watch MASH now, too?
Hey, you don't disrespect MASH. You better put him on hold.
Wow. Hey,
Trevor, take as many shots at MASH as you want. That show is just trash.
You can shut the front door.
Well, it does rhyme.
You can watch it right now on Hulu.
I can't. You can't. You know,
Okay, I'll see you guys. I'm going to go watch MASH.
Trevor's a young dude. I'm never going to convince him to sit down and watch anything old.
I know.
Yeah, but someday Trevor's going to go, I remember 100 years ago when that BJ told me to watch this show out there, and I'm watching it now.
He's going to sound like, oh, this MASH show isn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Yeah, right.
Suicide is painless.
Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
Which of TV's Golden Girls played the title character in Stop or My Mom Will Shoot?
Oh, Estelle Getty.
Yes.
Good job.
Great movie.
Oh, God. In what year did Kirk Douglas pass away?
What year, Kirk Douglas? 2015.
No.
2016.
No.
2011.
No. How many feet tall is a regulation soccer goal?
6.
No.
9.
No.
8.
He did it. Yes.
It's 8 feet.
The feet of the Pez dispenser were not added until what late 70s year?
78?
Yes.
Good job.
Nice.
Dick
I love
Butkus
Pez.
played 9 seasons for which NFL team?
The Bears.
Yes.
Still suck.
What is usually added to tin to make solder?
Added to tin to make solder. Heat.
No.
Energy.
Ooh.
No.
Steve Rev could be in trouble with that
Water.
one.
No, and shut up. Jack Kirby and which other person created the Fantastic Four?
Jack Perry and Luke Perry?
No. This is Jack Kirby.
Oh, Mr. Crackle.
No.
Bill Derby.
No. A sea stallion is a...
Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
A sea stallion is the male name for which unique fish?
A seahorse?
Yes, and because of that, you win 5-4.
Boy, I take umbrage at that.
Why?
If you don't ask the question in the timer,
I was starting to ask it,
but he interrupted you. He should lose.
I was starting to ask it.
I'm not
therefore
blaming
I
you.
must
I'm blaming
finish
him.
it. Oh, okay. That's
Blame
fine.
me all you
Yeah,
want.
blame him.
Yeah,
I
I'm blaming
won.
him. Yeah, you know what? This
Oh,
is
it's like people bitching about a pass
call it
interference
time.
call.
yeah,
right?
exactly. All right, Trevor.
Sorry about that, Trevor.
Trevor, not only did you insult me, but you didn't give me my song. You know, you are a disappointment to this nation.
And he disrespected
You're welcome.
MASH. So, good luck to you, sir.
Best friends now.
Hey, Trevor, at least I like you.
Yay! I like you guys too.
All right.
Well, thanks for calling, Trevor. Try again
Oh, my goodness.
someday when I'm not in. Thank you.
Yeah, right. It was Stan Lee and Jack Kirby who created the Fantastic Four.
I'm sitting there going, I cannot believe he is not going to get this. And I wasn't
Me
going to
too.
give you any clue until you
No.
made that third guess.
That was so stupid.
I wasn't even going to have
I
a
do
reaction.
like how you threw in a little Kirby Crackle right there.
See, I know something.
Shout out to Kyle with that one there. There's one question you didn't get to that I was kind of interested if you knew or not. What's the second major television series starring Andy Griffith?
Oh, you know what?
Beverly Hillbillies?
He's not going to know. You and I are the
Andy
only
Griffith
Yeah.
show.
No, we're not the only ones that care.
No, not MASH.
It's close, though. You're close to it, though.
Kind of close. What is it?
It's Matlock.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what we were talking about. I've been watching the old Andy Griffith shows because every time whenever I'm watching anything, recording it like a game, and I like to fast forward through the commercials, I don't want to set it to the station that I'm watching because then they'll show me the real score.
Oh, okay.
So I've been I did that with the Ravens, and I did that with all those games, the Niners game.
Interesting.
So I put it on TV Land so that I know when I go back to my thing, it's not going to go back to the game.
That's funny.
Because I'm
I kind of overthink that stuff, but hey.
This one text is like, I'm calling BS. Miggs lost. Now, technically, if I didn't get that question, I would have tied. So it's,
Yes, but also
that means I should get a song someday when a
But
tie
also,
happens. Is all I'm
BJ,
saying.
I kind of feel that maybe your nitpicking would have ruined you too, because when Steve said, "What is usually added to tin to make solder?"
Heat.
and he said heat,
Yeah.
and I said no because I was looking for lead.
Oh, good point.
But with the heat, I mean, if we would have, maybe it
Yeah,
could
you
have
know
happened.
what?
So maybe Steve still could have won.
I gotta be fair because I mean I think you could say that you with lead and whatever the tin you put it
Yeah.
together. If you don't have heat, it don't make it, right?
I needed to say like element or whatever the hell lead is.
I won by 2.
Probably.
Yeah.
Nobody got what your Kirk Douglas passed away.
I have to think it was recently because why would we know? Why would? Yeah. So I'm going to.
This year?
It was this year.
That's what I would have said.
2020.
Yeah. Good job, Vic.
I knew it was recent, but I didn't know how recent.
Because he had, that was amazing. Is Kirk Douglas lived for so long? He's Michael's dad.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was this year we lost him.
Yep. I like this text. When I was a kid, MASH would come on after a show that I regularly watched. I instantly turned off the TV. MASH is trash. Wow. Same with me, man. It was a show. I don't know. Maybe we were watching the same show, but I would watch a show, and then the next thing would be that damn theme song.
I think that it was. I don't know if it holds up or not. It's hard to know.
Yeah,
it really is. I think
you find it.
Song I think you find it very sexist. I think there's a lot of the lines that Hawkeye used to do, and the way he treated some women, and the way Hot Lips was treated. I'm not too sure.
The whole Hot Lips thing.
I'm not sure we could have that passed today. But it was an epic movie that turned into be an epic show. But I think it's kind of past its time because, we were a wartime thing. I mean, we went right from World War, we had the Korean War, the Vietnam War. We were a warlike nation. We were always in wars that really seemed to hit home. And maybe that's why MASH was so popular. It was also a well-done show for its time.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Well, obviously. Good for you.
Good for you.
Well, good for you, too, because you won.
Oh, dude. I mean, the Andy Griffith Show. I mean, I'm telling you, you want to go back in time and see how weird people interacted with each other and what because they try to teach you things as well. Because with senses and sensibility, and you think, whoa, in the 50s they just thought so differently than we do now.
Hey, someone said I'm 32 and I love the Andy Griffith Show.
Oh, because you get to see.
Never watched it.
You get to see Ronnie Howard as a little kid, little Opie. Which,
Oh, boy, good.
Well, it's weird. I mean, it's weird because we talked to Ron Howard, and he's a great director. And to see him as a little kid, he has been in the world of Hollywood for, almost all his life.
Forever.
Yeah. It's pretty insane.
And never had, any kind of, controversy.
Yeah, I mean, and he seems to be a really stable guy. Now, if there's controversy or if he's had issues, we haven't heard it. But every time we get to interview him, he comes off as a really pleasant gentleman. Seems to have his act together.
We interviewed him once.
Oh, I haven't. Well, maybe I've interviewed him in other stations because I know.
Okay,
I have a memory of having more than one interview with him. But yeah, the last interview we did, he was great.
He was awesome.
Yeah,
and wasn't he was pimping a show that was basically MASH.
You're absolutely right. 68 Whiskey, which I guess is going to live on the Paramount Network when they do that. I think I heard that.
Oh, they're still doing the show?
Yeah.
Good for him.
I still have it on my DVR. I'm going to get to it at some point because I really did like the first episode. But Steve, I think, here's the thing. I think, you're right. I think it's kind of MASH-like, and it's well, I've been there, done that. Mm-hmm. So I didn't go back to it, but I didn't delete the episodes either. I go, I got to watch that when I get some time.
We watched a couple of episodes. It was super cool, but it was just one of those shows that just kind of got forgotten.
Well,
he should call us every week to remind us to watch his show.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Watch the show.
I feel like I'm going to have a little bit more free time over the holidays because I usually travel, but as you know, that ain't happening thanks to the governor saying, "Guess what, everybody?" So I think I'll watch it then. When I'm sitting home. Yeah,
I'm not going to hold my breath. I don't believe you.
Yeah, you're probably right. There's probably some other sci-fi show that I can binge watch. You're absolutely right. Yeah. All right, there's a husband that's in trouble because he accidentally donated his wife's 100-year-old heirloom to Goodwill.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. What was it? I'll tell you at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
Your home equity. It could be an untapped opportunity instead of an untouchable asset. Introducing HomeTap. HomeTap is an investor, not a lender. They give you cash in exchange for a share of your home's future value. Use it to pay off debt, make renovations, fund a business, or just live a better life. There's no interest or monthly payments to worry about. HomeTap. Get more from home ownership. Get more from life. Subject to eligibility, terms and conditions apply. Visit HomeTap.com to apply in minutes. That's HomeTap.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. There's an 82-year-old guy in South Carolina who accidentally donated his wife's 100-year-old skillet to Goodwill around Thanksgiving. Oh, you know, when you got to tell Grandpa you're not in charge of doing all that stuff anymore. Run all your donations by me, Grandpa.
I mean, I've done stuff like accidentally throwing stuff away, but it's never been something of like massive emotional value.
Yeah, the son is trying to track it down now. And here's the son talking about why this 100-year-old skillet is so important to his mom.
She wanted to start using it again. And so it's about a 100-year-old skillet that she remembers cooking on when she was 13, helping out her mom.
Oh, yeah. You can't replace those memories.
That's, and to be able to pass something like that down, like if you're the son, you definitely want that.
I'm looking at the skillet, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's once your parents are gone, that's one thing you always need. You always need a skillet. Someone's going to do some cooking. So you can pass that down, and what a great story.
That's pretty crazy that you could use something that's like, oh, I've cooked on this for 100 years.
That would be so awesome to know. I mean, it almost to me, my brain says the food is going to taste better because you've got people that have been the good cooks of the family been using this.
Well, if they've been treating it properly and seasoning it well, it's going to have a different flavor than any other skillet or pan ever.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't know anything about that.
Are you licking skillets?
Yes.
Nice.
Licking Skillets, that's the name of my new band.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah, that's
like a ska band? It sounds like a ska band.
It is a ska band, yeah. Amazing, though. Yeah, this guy donating he didn't know, 100-year-old skillet.
So wait, he showed up then to the Goodwill and it was already gone? I don't know, man. Who's buying a 100-year-old skillet?
Oh, really? So he couldn't find it?
Well, I mean, if you donated it to a Goodwill, wouldn't you just go to that Goodwill and be like, where's the skillet section?
Unless the drop-off section, and then you got to find out which Goodwill it went to.
Oh, I just thought, stupid me, like, we have a Goodwill by our house when we drop stuff off. I just assume that everything that we drop off is going right into that specific Goodwill, but you're right, I didn't even think about that.
I have no idea, but you would hope he could find it quickly.
But think about just the fact that, I mean, if a skillet comes in, skillets are kind of pricey.
Well, yeah, pots and pans aren't cheap.
Yeah, if it rolls in, maybe one of the guys doing the donations was just like, ooh, this is a nice skillet, and just kind of be like,
but it's 100 years old. I'm sure it does. I mean, I'm looking at it. It looks like it's been through the ringer.
Well,
it's not like a gold-plated skillet.
You and I are not cooks, so we have no idea.
Flush your mouth, man. I'm a baker.
Yeah, you're a baker now. But I know this. I only know this because my wife and people who love to cook, a skillet like that might actually be much more impressive than you think it is, Steve.
Yeah, if I bought a brand new skillet just like that, and it's not the same as if you have like an old pre-seasoned used skillet. Those are the best.
See, Steve?
Yeah, this is a world I don't know. I've never been like, man, I wish we could get ourselves hands on a good used skillet.
An antique. Oh my God.
The way you just made that sound is like, what are you going to do with it there, Jeffrey Dahmer?
I'm going to do stir fry you.
Okay.
Cook some bacon.
Oh, that's it. Or as long as it's bacon and just from the pig. And
the guy's like, I need it back because the skillet means to them quality, childhood, memories, family, and history.
Yeah. Especially, and I think for him, I mean, it's good to get it back from mom, but eventually he's going to get it. Mm-hmm. So, because that's going to be a reminder of his mom and his grandma.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So again, when you're 82 years old, really run things by people before you donate them to Goodwill, because a husband accidentally donated his wife's 100-year-old skillet heirloom to Goodwill. So based on this, we want you to finish this sentence. I can't believe they got rid of blank. When did someone in your life get rid of something important to you? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. When did someone in your life get rid of something that was important to you? Your calls, your texts after the Chili's on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. There's a husband that accidentally donated his wife's skillet heirloom to Goodwill. He was 100 years old. And based on this, we want to know, Finish the sentence. I can't believe they got rid of blank. When did someone in your life get rid of something important to you? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Carl in Olympia. Carl, you are on the Rock.
What's up, boys?
Morning, Carl. What you got?
Well, I got my mom back east. Apparently, I guess when I got old enough, she decided to get rid of all of my original G.I. Joe and Transformers. Like,
oh, damn.
And you guys know how much that stuff's worth nowadays. I mean,
I don't, but I worry asking you because you probably do.
Yeah.
Are we talking 4 figures, 5 figures, 6 figures? How much is it all worth total?
Well, when I said I don't know, man. Come on.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were going to be like, it's worth thousands. I'm like,
yeah. You know what? You're better off not knowing, actually, Carl. You don't want to go do research on that. But, I mean, depending on the condition, obviously, if they're, a lot of people play with them. But, I mean, still, if there's nothing out there, you'll take one that's out of the box if that's the only one that's out there.
See, I never had that problem. My mom is such a pack rat that I think that was a guarantee that I would never have to worry about anything being gone. And I wonder if my dad, he was not a pack rat, and I think he would rather things be a little bit more tidy. But when he was a kid, his mom, my grandma, threw away some original Spider-Man and Superman comics.
Oh, man.
And also got rid of his Ludwig 1960s era Ludwig drum kit or 50s era. Which,
oh boy,
he kicks himself now. He obviously hindsight's 20/20, but he's like, if I would have known my son was going to one day become a drummer, if I was going to, I would have tracked that drum set back down to give it to you. But he still brings it up to this day how upset he was with his mom because she got rid of those things.
Yeah, and every parent does it. I mean, I have my stories, but then I also did it to my kids too. It's so bizarre that you don't know sometimes as a parent the value of things. I think it's better now because the whole geek culture and collect culture is definitely prominent with young parents today. But man, yeah, I mean, I gave away a lot of game systems just because I figured, well, who's going to want these old ones, the new shiny ones out that does a lot better of a job? And it turns out I'm an idiot because those old game systems are worth stuff.
I would have killed my mom if she gave away my my original Nintendo, and I made sure. I was like, "Mom, you do not give this away ever." Finally, I have it set up in my living room, and
we made it as part of a deal. If Joey wanted the new system, he had to either A, give the old system to his sister, even though Sarah didn't like games, but Sarah was like, "I want everything everybody has."
Nothing's changed.
Yeah, exactly. Or he had to basically look, we're going to give it away. We heard my wife was like, well, let someone else play that game. Play the ones that are less fortunate while you're getting a new one. And it was like, all right, well, that's our family. That's what we're doing. I mean, it's a nice sentiment. But now I'm telling my wife, good job.
But yeah, some of those old games you have, it's like you don't even have the proper attachment to be able to hook it up to the new current style of televisions.
Yeah, but I'll tell you right now, that kid, wherever he was, who went to the Goodwill, wherever they got that, man, that kid probably picked up a pretty nice piece now because we supposedly were trying to help somebody. See,
don't sound bitter at all there, BJ.
Don't help anybody. Don't be charitable. It never works out. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Matt in Northgate, you are on the Rock.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Matt. Welcome to the show, sir. So how about you? What did you have of yours that somebody got rid of? And that's it. Well, good job, buddy. Yeah, I can see that, Matt. That's a beating. I mean, honestly, I'm surprised I didn't go to prison for that.
I would have arrested the person.
Yeah, that's a whole man, oh man.
I heard this text. I thought I was doing my husband a favor by donating a bunch of old bathroom items and included a bunch of towels. Little did I know that wrapped in each towel was $100 to $300 in value bong. I probably donated 3 or 4 of them. Needless to say, I probably made an employee at Value Village very happy.
Wow. Damn.
So you don't.
Sorry, honey, from Mrs. Jones.
So they didn't know that there was anything in those?
Probably just in a box of towels. You didn't even bother to open it up. It's like, screw it. Here's some towels.
Well, that's what you get for hiding your bongs. You got to put on their bong box.
Oh, yeah.
You really do.
Bong towel.
Bong towel. Let's go to Brett in Maple Valley. Brett, you are on the Rock.
Hey, morning, guys.
Morning, Brett. So what did someone in your life get rid of, something that was important to you?
Well, so it was my wife's birthday, and a concert was coming to town, and I knew this was going to be her dream concert, and so I spent way too much money on 2 tickets to this show, and told her I had the tickets to the show. And of course, everyone has those bookshelves that you always have your books just for decoration, right? You never read them. So I knew I would always remember them in this one book. So I put the tickets in the one book. She knew they were there. She forgot they were there. And all of a sudden, after those books being there for about 7 to 8 years, she decided to donate a bunch of them to Goodwill.
Oh, no, don't say it.
And the book with the tickets went to Goodwill.
Yes, it did.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I like about this, though? She knew it, too. And so really, she can't even say it was an accident because you were trying to surprise her. She knew they were there.
Yeah, she still says it's an accident.
Well, I mean, do you think she didn't want to go to the show?
Oh, no. I did not really, I wasn't looking forward to the show. This was for her. This was like her dream show.
Yeah.
So we called to, I said, well, is there any way I could cancel the tickets, get reissued tickets? They said no. But since we had proof of purchase online, they go, your only shot is you got to get to the concert early, show them your, on your phone, show them you have the tickets, they can scan it. And then if you get there before anybody who got the paper tickets gets there, you'll get in.
Oh, wow.
But they said they can't cancel the paper tickets. They said if anyone finds those paper tickets and they get in first, they get to see the show.
So the race is on. I'd be there right when the doors open.
Boy,
that's what we did.
What show was it? Did you mention what show it was?
It was Sting and Peter Gabriel at Key Arena years ago when Eddie Vedder got up.
Oh, man.
That's awesome.
It was awesome.
Oh, so you made it happen. So actually...
No, it was fine. I mean, we ultimately made it happen, but it was like literally, I bought the tickets super early, so it was 4 months of worry.
Yeah, and did anybody ever show up?
I don't know. All we know is that we were there when they opened the doors. We pushed ourselves. We were like the first 2 people into Key Arena to make sure that we got the tickets.
Yeah, because if they showed up, then after them, the ticket taker wouldn't let them in because
they would have been turned away.
Yeah. See, I wonder what you do in that case because, and I appreciate the call, Brett, because you know what, Steve? If the tickets are there fair and square and you bought them at Goodwill, you could argue, hey, these tickets were donated to Goodwill and I bought them. I mean, these are real tickets.
But you didn't buy them at Goodwill. You bought the book and then the tickets were inside the book.
Well, I mean, look, I'll change the story slightly, but look, if they're real tickets, you know what I mean? I get it. I
like this one. This one person's very upset. I'm upset with Taco Bell when they got rid of the 89-cent cheesy double beef burrito.
Well, it's an heirloom in their family.
Well, I mean,
it
is something important. The cheesy double beef burrito is very important.
Yeah, Taco Bell. What's the story? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Carissa in Puyallup, you are on the Rock.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Not too bad, Carissa. So what did somebody get rid of yours? Was it you, somebody you know?
It was my mother. We had a 64.5 Mustang. It was my dad's, and they got married in it. Well, after my dad died in it, my mom sold it to my aunt to hold on to for us, and she sold it for some Harleys.
Whoa. So did your mom need the money? Was that it?
My sister ended up getting into a situation, and someone came and vandalized it. And she had just gotten a new paint job, didn't have the money to replace the paint job and the 4 tires that got stabbed out. So she gave it to my aunt to care for.
So do you still get along with your aunt, or do you think, you know what, I mean, seriously, Aunt, how could you sell that car? It was my dad's car.
That was the beginning of a list of reasons I don't talk to my aunt. So.
And is this aunt on your mother's side or your father's side?
On my father's side, it was my father's sister.
Oh.
He died in that car, and she sold it for Harley.
Oh, damn, dude. That is so... I mean, I almost would say, well, look, I could see if it was your mother's sister. She didn't really have a relationship that much with you, but it was his own sister. Oh, dude, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Carissa. I couldn't do that. I don't think I could do that. I mean, knowing that the kid, it's her dad, you know, if I knew the kid loved whatever it was they were trying to sell... And I had some. I think I just would say, look, what do you need? Let's. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some families suck, and that's a good example of a family member sucking.
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
that's real. That sucks.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, that really sucks. To go buy 2 Harleys. Boy, she must not have liked her brother a whole lot. I mean,
I just really liked Harleys.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, I mean, that's
not the only one. Someone said my dad got rid of his '69 Ford Mustang to marry my mother. The problem is I bought one then 20 years later, and I got rid of it when I married my wife. At least, though, we're still married. We're all still married.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, funny that there was a Mustang that had to be sold to be able to get married.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all right. Well, when it comes to not wanting to sell all your precious things, maybe it's just about managing your money a little better. And we've got some free financial advice for you. Would you like some? All right. We got KISW's financial advisor, Todd Peach, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. You can talk to Todd Peach from BECU. We got your calls. We got your texts at 747 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, if you're upside down in your mortgage, should you continue to make the payment?
Continuing to pay your mortgage or not is a complex decision because you're going to have to pay to live somewhere. You're going to have a housing payment. So continuing to make your house payment really depends on several factors. One is whether or not you have a second mortgage. The second one is how affordable your ongoing monthly mortgage payment is. Another issue is whether your mortgage is adjustable and you're facing an increase in your mortgage payments later on when interest rates go up. If you do have a second mortgage in this economy with the housing prices being down, oftentimes we can take off or strip off that second mortgage in a Chapter 13 case so that you'd only have the first mortgage to continue to pay.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. And thanks for listening.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Your home equity. It could be an untapped opportunity instead of an untouchable asset. Introducing HomeTap. HomeTap is an investor, not a lender. They give you cash in exchange for a share of your home's future value. Use it to pay off debt, make renovations, fund a business, or just live a better life. There's no interest or monthly payments to worry about. HomeTap. Get more from home ownership. Get more from life. Subject to eligibility. Terms and conditions apply. Visit HomeTap.com to apply in minutes. That's HomeTap.com.